What's going on, guys? This is Ty with Brahmin Bull Bullies. We're doing a video from the box for y'all, and this video is kind of going to be a part two to the first time Whelper what to expect video that I uploaded the other day. I got a lot of not really inquiries, but people asking me to go in a little bit more depth about the whelping process, and that's what I'm going to do in this video. But before we hop into that, I do want to let y'all know that we are about 500 hours away from being monetized, 500 watch hours. So if you can, just watch this video until the end and help us gain those watch hours to try and get monetized. Another thing, we also have memberships now. So if you want to be a member, you can look at the perks. We've got 3 different stages. Just look and see what stage what fits your needs the most, uh, and you can sign up for memberships. You can have direct contact with me at any time, any kind of questions that you have. Uh, if you're a member, we will be answering those. Another thing that we have coming up, we have consults. Okay, so if anybody has that is not a member that has questions or anything that they needed answered at any time, we do offer consults. 30-minute phone calls, $50. All right. So if we got that out of the way, so we're gonna go ahead and hop into the actual whelping video. All right. So we're gonna try to go from uh the C-section to 8 weeks. Okay. So say you've got a pregnant female, she's around that 60-day mark. She starts panting, her temperature drops, she starts digging, uh trying to basically build a burrow. You know that it's time. So once you see those signs, go to the vet, get you a reverse progesterone test, uh, make 100% sure everybody's ready to come out. If you pull too early, that's a really bad thing. You're gonna have pink puppies, hairless puppies that are going to be really hard to keep alive. So that's got a text message. My bad, guys. Uh, so make sure that you're pulling the puppies at the correct time. My bad if I keep looking away. I'm trying to keep everybody on a nipple over here. We got 10 puppies all trying to eat off of 8 nipples. Whoa, that ain't a nipple. 10 puppies trying to eat off of 8 nipples. So we got a war zone over here. So you go to the vet. All right. Reverse PG comes out ready. Everything is ready to go. You do the C-section. All right. First thing that you want to do once you come home from the vet with these puppies is you want to put them doing exactly what they're doing now. You want them to have some milk on their stomach. Uh, Once they finish eating the milk, you want to uh, make sure everybody uses the bathroom correctly. And once you get those things done, you want to get those puppies under the heat. Now, your heat source can be either a heating lamp, a heating pad. We prefer it's a little egg brooder. That's what we personally use. I like those the best. But any heat source is better than no heat source. You really need a heat source. So once you get them home, get them fed, get everybody using the bathroom, get them on that heat source, all right? And then every 2 hours until they hit a week old, you're going to be in here around the clock. No matter if it's 1 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, every 2 hours you're in here uh, letting the mother, nurse these puppies. You don't want to leave her in here whenever you're not in here because uh, I've seen this breed eat a lot of puppies. So you don't want to take that risk. I wish you'd quit going in my pocket. Who is this? Big Smoke. Big Smoke going in my pocket. Uh, so yeah, every 2 hours you're in here feeding. All right, once your pups hit about 2 weeks old, uh, well, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. You want to keep a weight chart on these puppies too. Whenever we have a litter like this, we have 10 pups, so we're not weighing every single puppy every day. We take 4 or 5 puppies and keep up with their weight and make sure they're gaining. And as long as they're gaining, then the litter's more than likely good. If we start noticing somebody being weak or something like that, we may start watching them a little bit closer. But as long as 4 or 5 puppies are consistently gaining, then we kind of assume that the rest is going to gain as well. Once the puppies hit 2 weeks old, you can back up a little bit on your time to about 2.5 to 3 hours of nursing. And around 2 weeks old is whenever you're going to start seeing the eyes open as well. They'll actually start opening about a week and a half, and then around 2.5 weeks, they all should be open. So that's another thing that'll end up happening there. Once they hit 2 weeks, you want to hit them with wormer. We personally use Safeguard. We do it's a weight based dosage, so you get your dosage, hit them 3 days in a row. All right, say if you hit them for 2 days, forget the third day, restart the cycle. They need to be hit 3 days in a row for this wormer to be effective. All right, so you've got all that done. At 2 weeks old, bam, you hit 3 weeks. You're good to bump up to, every 3 hours, 3.5, 4 hours, something like that at 2 weeks old. Uh, 3 weeks old. So you bump that up. What is your deal, puppy? All right, you stay on that schedule until you hit about 6 weeks. Well, no, because at around 4 weeks, you're going to start weaning. You're going to start weaning them off of mom because they're going to get teeth. They're going to get some claws on them, and she's not going to be liking them eating whenever they have teeth and claws digging in her and all that. So you want to start weaning about 4 weeks. Uh, we usually try to have everybody weaned off by about 6 weeks, so that way, we don't let our pups go home until 8 weeks, but we like to have them home ready as quick as possible. Uh, so that's at the 4 weeks you're weaning. 6 weeks comes around. That's whenever you're going to give everybody their first round of vaccines, their first rounds of shots. All right, so are you on one? Come on. So you give everybody their first shots 6 weeks. Also, at 4 weeks, you're going to do another wormer. You're going to do worming every 2 weeks post 2 weeks. So once they turn 2 weeks old, you're going to give them their wormer. Once they turn 4 weeks old, you're going to worm. Once they turn 6 weeks old, they're going to worm. Once they turn 8 weeks old, you're going to worm. And by 8 weeks old, they should be pretty ready to go home. By 8 weeks, I think this one got to use the bathroom. Here, Mello. And these puppies, another thing, guys, they have to be these first 2 weeks, especially. They have to be stimulated to use the bathroom. If their muscles for the first few weeks is not strong enough to push it out by themselves, so they actually have to be stimulated just to use the bathroom. And golly, I was using it a lot. Maybe when I quit eating. But we like to let mom do that as much as possible. If she's not doing it or something, then we'll do it manually with a little baby wipe or something. But we do like to let her do it as much as possible. Get it, Mello? That was done. So, thankfully, Carmelo's still doing all of that for us. Uh, Sometimes, though, you will have it where, the mom gets super, super tired and don't really want to clean anymore. So show y'all the pups again. But yeah, once you hit that 8 weeks, you're pretty much in the clear. We start letting ours see outside and actually touch grass after that first round of shots at 6 weeks. That's more of a personal preference. Some people like to wait a little longer, but we like to let our puppies get outside and uh, touching the grass as soon as possible. So we usually do that around 6 weeks, like I said, when they get their first shots. But if anybody has any other questions about whelping or anything like that, like I said, we do now offer consults. I've been getting a ton of people calling my phone with questions, and I don't have time to answer everybody's questions without anything in return. So we have $50 consults. That is for a 30-minute phone call. Also, check out those membership programs. You can save some money by doing that if you're needing to get in contact with me. It's a monthly fee on those. We have three different levels. All three contain different perks. So make sure you check those out, guys. If you have any other questions, just reach out. It's right here. Well, there you go. There's a number. Any questions, just reach out. And If we need to schedule up a consult, we can do that. But appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'll see y'all on the next one.